Today's video is actually going to be about prop boxes. Prop boxes are one of the best things for propagating plants. A big clear plastic container. Sphagnum moss is like the best thing to use in these, so I've got a bunch of little cups filled with sphagnum moss. You keep all your cuttings or your propagations in here, all your baby plants. Put a lid over it. It keeps the humidity really high and lets these things thrive. So this is my current prop box. I've got a lot in here. All of these are just my corms. Alocasia black velvet corms. I had a video of me making these. Alocasia dragon scale corms in here. Basically, these are all alocasia corms. Over here is my philodendron caramel marble. These get beautiful when they get bigger. This is an anthurium. When I got it, this leaf wasn't here. I had just gotten this root looking thing, had no leaves on it. So I have no idea what anthurium it is until it gives me some more leaves, and then I'll be able to figure out what it is. These are my string of hearts. They're growing very well. These are all propagations that I took from my large string of hearts, which is actually right here. Trails all the way down this thing. Easily one of my favorite plants. Right here, I have a Syngodium podophyllum, also known as an arrowhead plant. I love the variegation that it's got right now. And then over here, I have an Alocasia poly. Came from this right here. This is a beautiful plant. I love this plant. So that is my current prop box that I've got. So in today's video, we're actually going to propagate this Hoya carnosa Wilbur Graves. I actually don't have very many Hoyas. I also have this Hoya compacta. I don't like it. They get cool looking when they're really large. They'll actually hang down, and I mean they'll get extremely long roots, but I don't know. I don't really have the patience for this one, so I might get rid of it. Anyways, this is the Wilbur Graves. It's getting kind of leggy. I'm going to cut this right here. And I'm also going to cut this vine off right here. We're going to propagate all those and create ourselves another prop box. In my opinion, prop boxes are the absolute best way to propagate your plants, except for the fungus gnats. And we're going to deal with those too. So this Wilbur Graves has the most insane variegation that I've seen. Every leaf is just so different. This is my newest leaf. We're going to cut that off. So this leaf will end up being for sale in the shop. Beautiful, beautiful plant. So I've just got this thing being held up with this little hoop trellis thing. Got sphagnum moss in the bottom. Most plants I've found really like sphagnum moss. Sphagnum moss just keeps things moist longer. So as long as it's something that isn't like a cactus or a succulent, you don't want to put those in sphagnum. But tropical plants like these that want to stay moist but not too wet, sphagnum moss. Best way to go. Get your scissors. Clean off the blades. Anytime you're about to cut a plant, you always want to make sure you clean the blades. Either some soap and water or some alcohol. If you don't use clean scissors, you're gonna hurt your plant. We don't want to do that because we spend a lot of time on these things. We've got a leaf right here, which is a new leaf. So we are just going to cut it back as close to that main stem as we can get. To that. Next one, we're gonna leave these two leaves that are about to emerge, but we're gonna cut right above them. That's it for the mother plant. That's all we're doing. Cutting those encourages the plant to bush out more. Hoyas are slow growers. They grow very slow, but they're so worth it. Anyway, we're done with this for now. Next thing we're gonna do is cut up this stem full of nodes. All these little knobs that are all over this, those are all nodes. Leave a couple of nodes on each piece and cut them all up, put them in some sphagnum in a prop box, leave them. And with a Hoya, I have absolutely no idea how long it's going to take for these to root and grow. So, I don't know. I'll let you know. I will give you an update on it for sure at the end of this video. cut this one right there in the middle. This one has no leaves on it. This is just a stem with nodes. So we're just gonna cut that down here. And this long piece right here doesn't have any nodes along this whole piece. We don't need all that extra. That thing's leggy. We don't want that. Chop those up. This is just a piece of the stem. It's got no nodes, just like this piece here. So those are trash. Technically they're compostable, but I'm not gonna walk out to the compost bin to take these two little scraps out there. So they'll go in the trash tonight. So we've got 6 nodes and a leaf cutting. Prop boxes come in many shapes and sizes. We don't discriminate. So this is the prop box we're gonna be using. This is a 7 brew lid, and this is a bowl that we used for some candy for my son's birthday. You can use anything you want. We're gonna put some moist sphagnum moss in this, and then we're gonna put that over the top of it like a dome. It's gonna create humidity, and these cuttings are gonna thrive in it. Typically in a prop box, every like 2 or 3 days, you probably wanna let it air out, just so that you don't let mold start forming. And also, you wanna dry out the area so that fungus gnats don't decide to just make a bunch of little families. I know I've mentioned in a previous video, but I use sphagnum moss from New Zealand. I bought it on Amazon. I think this bag was like, I don't know, it was less than $15. It's cheap and it works, and I've used it for multiple different things. Get ourselves a handful, about like that. We're gonna drench it. We're gonna squeeze all that out. Since sphagnum moss doesn't actually have any nutrients in it, when I mist it every couple of days, I'll use this liquid plant food. It's just fertilizer. So I'll spray a little bit in the moss, and then your plants will soak up some of that. If you have houseplants and you're a serious houseplant doer, you need fertilizer. Since I've started using fertilizer, my plants are thriving. I get new leaves every day, everything looks healthier, everything's growing faster. Fertilize your plants. Anywho, so we've got the sphagnum moss here. We're just gonna kinda loosen it up a little bit. We just don't want it being real clumpy. Take our nodes, we're gonna set them in the sphagnum moss there. We're gonna do that with all of these. They're just kind of sitting on top. Couple sprays, it's nice and damp. Take this plastic cup and set it on top. These don't need to go in the prop box because this is a prop box. So this is just gonna sit on that shelf right there. These are all south-facing windows. So during the day, we get a lot of natural light there. And I also have grow light right there. That's for my money table. So we're not gonna do anything else with that. We are gonna put that in a bright spot. It might take a couple of months for these things to sprout. We're gonna pot up this leaf that we've got. Remember earlier when I said that anything can be a prop box? A shot glass. I already have some moss in here that I've wetted down, just like that. I'm just gonna spray this down with a little bit of water. I don't have drainage holes in this, so you definitely wanna make sure that water is not sitting in the bottom, because then you can get issues like root rot, mold, and more fungus gnats, which we have a problem with already. I'm gonna have to poison them. We're gonna throw this in our prop box with all the other propagations, and that's pretty much it. I'll give you an update in however long it takes. Could be a month, could be 2, 3, 4 months. I have no idea. We're learning together. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you later, plant people.